Hey everybody, welcome in. I'm Prim Sripapat alongside Phil Steele, college football insider for ESPN.com. Well, spring is just around the corner. That means spring practice is just around the corner. It's never too early to talk a little college football. So Phil, what are the chances that Alabama will not be #1 in the AP poll heading in? I'm guessing the chances of that are very slim.
Slim and practically none. I think, in fact, when you look at Alabama this year, they may just be a consensus #1 team or nearly a consensus #1. There's going to be a few people that don't vote for them. When you look at Bama, defensively, they're more experienced and even stronger on that side of the ball. Quarterback A.J. McCarron, running back T.J. Yeldon, of course, Amari Cooper, the exciting freshman wide receiver. This is a loaded Alabama team. The big question mark, the offensive line. They lose 3 starters, but the schedule really helps them. They get a bye the week before LSU, a bye the week before A&M. I believe they'll be very close to a consensus #1 team this year.
And aside from the X's and O's standpoint, this is a team that certainly knows how to win. Talk about a well-oiled machine. Now, is there a major conference that will be left out of the top 10 during the preseason?
I believe in the AP top 10, we're going to see the Big 12 left out completely. Now, the Big 12, there are 4 teams that have the potential to get up there in Texas, Oklahoma State, and 2 others. But when you look at the Big 12 overall, there's no team that's going to have enough going for it to rank itself in the top 10, not even your standard Oklahoma. So I think a lot of Big 12 fans will be surprised. No AP top 10 team this year. Very
interesting. Oh, you know, we like surprises. So will there be any surprises in the top 10?
You know, there's one team that I think will get to the top 10 this year that will surprise some folks, and that's Louisville from the Big East. Big East teams. Now, remember last year we had a Big East team ranked, but they were only number 25 at the start of the year. To have one in the top 10 is surprising. This is a Louisville team that returns practically the entire team. They've got a Heisman candidate in Teddy Bridgewater, and look at that schedule. Their schedule this year, they'll be favored in every single game. It's a team that could easily go 12-0 this season. I think the Louisville Cardinals will be in the AP top 10.
I covered Teddy Bridgewater when I was in South Florida.
Wow.
Boy, is that guy explosive. So what about a team outside the top 10? What surprise will there be?
You know, I'm going to go with the LSU Tigers. They've been a perennial top 10 team, but they lost more talent in underclassmen leaving early for the NFL than some conferences did this year. They've got 8 starters gone on the defensive side of the ball, question marks still on the offense, and the schedule's tough. They draw Florida and Georgia out of the East. They, of course, play Alabama and A&M out of the West. 4 top 10 teams on the schedule. LSU, who you always see in the top 10 every year, won't be in the top 10 at the start of this season.
Phil Steele, thanks a lot for your time today, making the trip all the way from the lovely Cleveland, Ohio. Not any warmer over here,
no.
Is it? All right, for Phil Steele, I'm Prim Sripapat for all your college football needs as spring camp and practice begins pretty soon. Keep it logged on right here on ESPN.com.